climb to the top of the world, but the North Star is already flown. I hear rumors of a place where the soul was born. And watch all the bright lights shimmer, try to see something where there is none. And I really believe that I could touch the sun. Who's inside my mind? Who's inside my mind? Everything is alright, but I keep seeing ghosts in the daylight. Who's inside my mind? Who's inside my mind? Everything is alright, but I keep seeing ghosts in the daylight. Turn the lights down low and watch all the vampires in silhouette. I run for the hills and try to keep my head. There's still a chance we can make it if you hold on hope, hold on hope. It's what I'm saying, but the words don't come out right. Who's inside my mind? Who's inside my mind? Everything is alright, but I keep seeing ghosts in the daylight. Who's inside my mind? Who's inside?
There we go. See? Technical problems already. So, you know what? Take two. No, what's up, everybody? That felt really good to say, honestly. It felt really good. For those of you who know, it's been a long week. It's been a long week for me, obviously. Can't even turn my freaking mic on. But, no, it's been a week, and you know what? It's a lot of fun. I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be doing the podcast tonight for multiple reasons. And it's going to be a fun night. Won't it, Squeaks? Yeah, it'll be a great night. So, hi, Squeaks.
Hi.
Squeaker's just going to be hiding backstage. She's still not feeling the greatest, but I'm so glad to have her here. I'm really glad to have her here. So I see my co-host is already screwing with the comments, and that is perfectly fine. What's up, David? Hey, Ron. How are you guys doing? Hopefully everybody is doing well. But tonight we have a very special co-host. You guys have seen this guy a lot recently, and you know what? It's good. It's good to get him out because he deserves a little sunlight because he's a little pale. Ladies and gentlemen, you know him, you love him, the one and only from A View Beyond Magazine, Inspector Radio, my brother Aaron. What's up, brother?
I'm not pale. I'm melatonin deficient.
You know what? That needs to be on a shirt. We need to get that on a shirt immediately.
I can make it happen.
Ken Allen, right back at you. For those of you who missed, actually, Ken and Brian James, our other brother, have a show called Hollywood Haunts. They are doing absolutely phenomenal with it. I absolutely love it. I love what they're doing. Tonight they had Jason Graham on from Paranormal, and it was a lot of fun. It was a great show. They were talking about the sexiest celebrities?
Yep.
Or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And me being me, I said my favorite sexy celebrity is Ken Allen. Ooh. Oh, we love you, brother. We love you. Christina, hey Christina, how are you tonight? And of course, the one and only, the Howard Stern of Paranormal, Howard Petrie. My brother, right there.
Your ears must be burning because we were just talking smack about you.
We were. We're talking about your fertility stick. If you know, you know. If you don't know, I would suggest finding Minnesota Spirit Cast with our brother Marcus Welly and the Minnesota Spirit Hunters. Much love to the Hunters, where Howard was on, and you'll understand. You'll get the point. Speaking
Blunted point.
We'll go with that. But so Aaron, we for those of you who don't know, Aaron and I have been we started a little gaming group together, P3 Paranormal Gaming. You can find us on Twitch, and we started playing Phasmophobia. We've done a couple of live videos with it, but I want to talk about one thing real quick. And guys, this game, if you don't know what it is, more like a blunt tip. We'll go with that too. It's circumcised. Hey Emma, how are you doing? Definitely awesome. Go check out Emma. Seriously, guys, she's got a lot of great things going on. That's all I'm gonna say. It's good. I'm just gonna say that I support it. But anyway, so this game, Phasmophobia, is basically you describe it. I like the way you describe it.
It's a game where real ghost hunters pretend to be real ghost hunters.
Mm-hmm. The catch is the spirits hunt you as well.
Yes.
We've scared the crap out of ourselves. I don't know how many times I had one manifest right in front of me. Right, I mean, like right here. But I want to talk about my brother-in-law.
Go ahead, say the name.
Okay, I will. So just for the record, because this is on my personal Facebook page, I love my brother-in-law to death. His name is Ryan Potopsky. Love him to death. He's a great guy. He's a great brother-in-law to me. He's treated me like family since the day I met him. And Pop-Tart, if you're watching this, I found Monkey video. I will show Monkey video. That is happening. But that's another story. But anyway, he goes by the name Pop-Tart. It's just easier than saying his last name Potopsky. So they call him Pop-Tart. We've changed that. We've scared the crap out of him so many times. And I mean, let's be honest, a little NC-17 real quick. We're bitches. We're scared bitches.
Well, that's what's so funny about this is we don't act like this on Real Investigation, but this game totally changes everything.
I can't imagine it in VR, but I know Ron has it too, and Ron plays in VR sometimes. And God bless you, brother. but we've changed his name to Skid Tart because there's been so many times he just scares the crap out of himself, and he is not too keen on that new name, but don't care. Welcome to the Brotherhood that is the paranormal. And speaking of paranormal, we have a really cool guest that I'm really looking forward to chatting with. I looked over this Facebook, and the Facebook is freaking awesome. His Freddy Krueger picture, though.
Yeah.
How you doing? but not on camera. Emma. Never mind. I'm not starting that. Ken Allen's in the room. I'm not starting that one.
Right.
But no. See, tangent. But no, we were looking at his Facebook, and this team's been around for a little bit now.
Mhm.
But I can't believe I'm saying this. We are actually his first podcast. I just can't believe it. We have a podcast virgin tonight, guys, and I want you guys in the audience. See, told you. He's already getting ideas. I love you, Ken. I want you guys to do what you do best. Show some love, show some support to Brandon from All Points Paranormal. Brandon, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Hey, no problem. So
You are so lucky we don't have a ritual like the Rocky Horror Picture Show for the Virgin Dance.
that's for after the show. No, I'm joking. So for most of you watching, you probably see that Brandon is cameraless. So that's probably for the best starting off on this show.
Right.
But no, that's fine. You don't have to have a camera to come up here, but definitely. Yeah, now it is. Now it's your fault. So, Brandon, this fine gentleman is none other than Scott Morton, aka Mr. Fedora. He is welcoming you to the show.
Thank you.
Scott runs a paranormal team called Warren Area Society of Paranormal. And there he is right there. Look at that sexy beast. There, that's Mr. Fedora. That's what we call him. And that's Turkey Dora. That was at the USS North Carolina. But no, Scott's been with me. Actually, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be doing this, to be completely honest for a second. I wouldn't be doing these podcasts if it wasn't for Mr. Fedora. So yeah. And the paranormal gut that I was okay, so let me ask you this, Brandon, real quick. First question of the night. Would you eat pumpkin pie and mayonnaise?
No,
Jeez.
Okay, he did.
no, that does not go together at all.
Or mustard ice cream with mustard?
I like mustard, but no.
Okay. You're just one of a kind, brother. Scott, you're one of a kind, Fedora, and we love you for it.
I got a question for you, Matt. What did you smoke when you said you stepped out for a smoke?
Another.
Asking all these questions.
Yeah, it's like it's a podcast or something. Like I'm gonna be talking to people. How dare I ask questions? Parasolo, what is up? Aaron, I don't know if you know this, and Brandon, I know you don't, but Parasolo. There we go with that. I keep forgetting that you have control. Somebody has control over here of these comments, and I don't know who's doing it. And, oh, it's throwing my ass off. You should know about this shiny shit. But this can get NC-17, guys. If it gets too bad, I'll throw up the banner. I don't care. But but Parasolo actually lives in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, not too far from us.
Oh,
Yeah, and I say us, which leads to the first question. Brandon, tell us a little bit about yourself, brother.
okay. I'm 39. I got moved to Cleveland from Utah for my job. That's where we actually started. All Points Paranormal was in Utah.
Okay.
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, we've been on some a decent amount of hunts, just ourselves because we have a quite small crew, but
Okay.
it's just ourselves and just us two when we do it. But yeah, we just work and
Work
yeah.
and hunt. Work and
Yeah,
hunt.
I lost my train of thought. Sorry.
This show will do that to you.
Yeah.
You'll feel it's just the brain cells leaving, so you'll get used to it.
Yeah.
Eventually, you'll just go numb. Then you'll start acting like us. So, but so okay, there's a question in that cough somewhere. So you said you've been around for a little bit. When did you guys start?
I think we started back in 2012 because I met Rodney in 2011 when I started the job at where he was already working.
Okay.
And just like a normal job, you find people you click with pretty much. And me and him, as friends, pretty much hit it off and everything. And we started, hanging out and everything like that. And then, because he's pagan, I'm pagan. So that's where we kind of started talking about, it kind of got started with being, our religion. And yeah,
that's kind of cool. Usually you don't speak religion around coworkers.
Yeah, it was a little like, different. Like, I'm sure, pagans and like Wiccans are pretty much this, pretty close the same way. You can just, you could feel an energy off it just by talking to somebody.
Yep.
And, I just felt that energy, that maybe he, might be close to the religion I was. And I asked him, I was like, what's your religion? Not like that, but, more of, a curious way and everything.
Yeah.
And he says that I'm pagan. I was like, really? I was like, because I'm pagan, then that's where the friendship went. And, and we've been friends ever since.
Very nice. Very nice. I love that. And so if you don't mind me asking, just curious, what kind of job? Like, what were you guys doing?
I got hired on at, it was called PTC Air Freight. It was a freight company that we delivered, anything and everything you could probably think of. I've probably delivered it in my 10 plus years in the freight business. So,
that's kind of cool.
yeah. Go ahead.
It's interesting that you say you've worked in freight. Have you ever come across any kind of packages that you come by and you're just like, oh, this could be interesting?
The ones that make noise.
Yeah. That, or even in the paranormal sense, because I know one of the biggest trends lately is sending out haunted artifacts all across the U.S.
I haven't come across anything like that. Like I would say, anything like paranormal style, but I have delivered cadavers before.
Ooh.
I've heard stories about them.
Yeah.
Like it was actually a full body one time, and I had to put it in the back of a van, and that gets kind of, even for a paranormal investigator, that is creepy. Driving down the road, always thinking that thing's gonna sit up.
Right.
Is it bad that my first thought went to, I can use the carpool lane? You just set him up in the passenger seat. My buddy.
Hey, if you got a cadaver in the car, they can take the carpool lane because you need at least two. They didn't say one had to be alive.
Right.
There's no specifications. Hey, Joshua. And I saw one of our new P3 family members, Anna, here. Hello, Anna. And I saw Karen. Karen snuck in here. Welcome. No, see, for me, it would be if one would knock. Like if you just go up and just scan like the barcode and you hear, let me out.
Yeah.
No, you're in there for a reason. No.
Probably start punching the box.
Right.
Open it up, next thing you know, some sort of artifact from somewhere around the world, and you just awaken some demon or some shit.
Freaking fedora. Do you normally do cadaver parts like a cadaver puzzle? Oh my.
Jenga.
You sunk my cadaver. Never mind. We're not doing that. Zoomies or zombies? One of the two. Either one.
Right.
the show Zoomies, just back and forth, and zombies for the cadavers. Okay, either way, and what a perfect time for Rochelle to come in. Hey, Rochelle, how are you? Another one of the wonderful people over at Minnesota Spirit Hunters. Love these guys. Love them. So, Brandon, you did say you've been on a couple of investigations since you said around 2012. How just roughly how many? Do you know or?
It was just mainly, around like the Salt Lake, Tooele, Grantsville, Stockton, those type of areas, Provo areas like that. But
Interesting spot.
we did 1, 2, 3. Right off the top of my head, I would just take a wild guess and say, at least 15 to 20. Right off the top of my head, could be more, could be less. I'm
Cool.
100% sure.
Now, is that just was that like residentials, or are you talking like just areas in different locations?
We've done some residentials, a couple of houses whenever we actually started posting pictures and people actually started calling us.
Mm-hmm.
But no, when we first started doing, we did residentials, we do cemeteries, abandoned buildings. We even one thought here is we went to, you remember Ted Bundy?
Of course. Of course.
He killed about 7 women in Utah. We actually went to where the house was. Currently now all it is like a little small basement.
Yeah.
But we went to where the house was and we had to sneak up in there, because the cops and everything.
Makes sense.
But right when you can get like within 10 to 20 yards of that basement and all you start smelling is like death. You just get a really big whiff of it. And we actually made it down into the basement and there's nothing dead down there. Nothing, no cats, no dogs, nothing died down there, but it just smells like a really bad, strong smell of death in there. Yeah.
Which makes me wonder, and either one of you, Brandon, Aaron, or whoever wants to answer, do you think that's, I mean, we know of residual energy, obviously. We know of residual style hauntings.
Yeah.
Do you think there's residual smells like that? Like it's not an actual smell. It's like imprinted, like smoking in a home would be.
I believe so. I don't know if there's a technical term for it, but I call it like, like the haunting smell.
Yeah.
Like, how like you would get like a ghost that would haunt a place. I believe that possibly, with ghosts that reside in the place, you could also probably get a smell that would be, it could come and go. That's what I believe that.
Well,
Yeah, I think so too, because I mean, if I'm sure you probably had experiences like this, Brandon, and I know you do, Matt. But every once in a while, we'll get to a location and we'll either it's like a switch get turned on, and we instantly feel whatever the entity was feeling, or sometimes we'll feel sensations on our bodies of what was happening at that moment. So the idea of a, as you call it, a haunting smell, it's not that far out of possibility.
so it's almost like a channel, like you're channeling that.
Mhm.
I mean, it very well could be. Now, Brandon, do you guys have any gifts or anything like that?
Any what?
Gifts like sensitive, mediumship, anything like that? Are you guys sensitive to anything?
I'm sorry, I'm not understanding the question.
Like empathic or a medium? Like
Any kind of psychic ability.
yeah.
No, I wouldn't say so. Not like, to the extreme, of like a psychic or, anything like that. No. I would say, just being able to, like, if you can actually like see a spirit like full on, not just out of the corner of your eye, but if you can actually see one full on, I consider that, kind of like a gift because, you're able to see the dead pretty much.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I know there's a lot of gifted individuals who have that ability now I think, and Rochelle, if you're still watching, please chime in. I know Rochelle picks up on entities, but she doesn't like physically see them. She just gets like those images, and she's been validated a lot. And I know Squeakers is an empath. I know my wife's an empath. But no, I mean that would make investigating very easy, huh? Just walk in, there it is, and just walk out.
Right.
He's right there. Okay, but make Phasmophobia a lot easier. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Have you worked with anybody like that? Have you ever had a psychic in your team on certain locations?
No, not yet.
Okay.
No.
Brandon.
I haven't met anybody or that had that ability or anything like that. So no.
We might be able to fix that for you.
That'd be great.
Yeah, one thing, Brandon, I know you're not really new to the paranormal field, but you're new to. Here you go. Rochelle says, "Yeah, I hear, see, and talk to them." See,
Nice.
so Rochelle is definitely one of those. She's very gifted, and like I said, she's been validated numerous times. I trust her. I've been in this field 16 years, and I trust Rochelle. So.
All right.
Marcus is lucky, but
Right.
you're new to our community here, and our community, we support each other, we care about each other, and we get to know each other like family. That's why, like backstage, we were just goofing around, having fun, picking on each other. That's what we do.
Right.
We do that. Of course, Rochelle. It's easy, right there. Boom, done. And Josh was same as Rochelle. Nice. See, I was not blessed with that, with any gifts like that. It was me. It's the electromagnetic field, the EMF field. That's what gets me. I'm very sensitive to that. I start getting migraines. It's basically instant EMF poisoning. Like if it's from.
Yeah, me, I get certain reactions when I'm around places that are known to be demonic, mostly because of my past experiences and my attachment.
You don't take your shirt off though, do you?
No. I don't go full on bagging now. Come on. I have some integrity.
Not going down. I'll save that rabbit hole for Unholy Trinity, which if you guys haven't or you haven't seen, go to Paralinks, go check it out. It'll be on tonight. I know Howard and I have a very interesting topic tonight, so fight the power. Anyway, I had to throw that in there. No, it's got to be. No, it's got to be one of these. Uh-oh, now we're in trouble. Dan Cartwright, what is from WAPS? Yeah, WAPS. We have WASP and we have WAPS. I love it. But actually, Dan is really cool. I don't know, Aaron, if you saw, but we had him and his buddy Al on. They actually run a haunted house. And I believe Michigan, if I'm not mistaken, and they do some good stuff. We're actually planning a trip some point to get up there and investigate a haunted house.
Hell yeah, that'd be great.
So, and for those of you who didn't catch it, Brandon's in Cleveland. So, Enlightened Souls, I know you guys are out investigating now, but Enlightened Souls, Minnesota Spirit Hunters, Aaron, and Aaron Wing. Wisconsin, that's right. My bad. I thought it was Michigan. Who do I know from Michigan? I know somebody from Michigan. I know too many of you people. I'm too popular. Yeah, right. But
says no one ever.
Especially me, says the consultant. But anyway, so see, Brandon, we this is why we don't like script any of this shit out.
Right.
Could you imagine writing that down? That asshole is not popular. Pause for laugh. No. Anyway. Don't mind me. So far, you said you were started around 2012. What got you into it? Like, was it the shows, an experience? Like,
no, I never watched any of the shows because I tried watching. I don't want to bad name anybody.
Go for it.
Don't. But I started watching Ghost Adventures. I will say
problem number one right there.
I trust me. I know. Because I don't care who you are. Nobody gets possessed that much ever. So that's my biggest issue is it's not true.
See, I had a first-hand experience with that idiot. And anyway, so what did get you into the paranormal then?
No, growing up, I've seen spirits, here and there, out of the corner of my eyes, full on. Just you grow up my whole life, and I've always been fascinated with like ghost movies and demon movies, stuff like that. I'm a horror freak, so have been since I was 4 years old. But no, we just I like ghosts, and demons and stuff like that. And my buddy Rodney, he likes ghosts and demons and stuff. And we've seen all these places, that are doing ghost hunts and stuff. And he's like, you know what? Why don't we start a paranormal team and just do it, to where if it's legit, we'll say it's legit. If it's not, we will say it's not. Because we believe, you tell the truth with this stuff. You don't want people believing a false narrative.
Right.
But
Say it louder. There's a lot of people in this field who are just after, like we were saying, backstage, getting those million of subscribers and stuff like that. That's what those people are about. And they want to fake stuff. They want to just, no. I see, me personally, I don't care. I don't care if you fake something. Just put a disclaimer. Put a disclaimer before, during, or after. It doesn't matter. Just put it up there, acknowledging the fact that the evidence is faked.
right.
Like,
Yeah.
tell the history, whatever you want to do, but if you're gonna fake evidence, put it up there.
Yeah. I mean, we did these people were, this other team, I can't remember their name, in Salt Lake, but they were advertising a hunt at the Capitol Theater in Salt Lake downtown.
Okay. Yeah.
So, me and my buddy talked about it. We decided we were going to go, we were really looking forward to it because they said, it was really haunted and everything like this. So we get down there, and they start talking, and we, started to get to the first room and start, trying to, doing the whole ghost hunting thing. And you could just tell that they were like faking everything the way they were doing it, because they were trying to do like a pendulum type trick. And
I know what you're talking about.
and they were they were holding it, and you could slightly see her arm moving from the elbow.
Yep.
And everything, and that that was the first red flag of it. And then they start doing the tour of the place, and we get to this one room, and they say, they start telling the whole explanation, on the room, and why it's really haunted and everything like that. And we tried to go in there, and he's like, "Oh no, you can't go in there. You don't want to let it out." And long story short, we definitely were not impressed. And
I'm not even impressed listening to this. Like, seriously, like I want to find out who they are and just walk up and smack them upside the head. No, anyway. You know what though, Brandon? There was a guy, and I'm not going to name his name, Mike Brown, in San Diego. Thank you. I have my own reasons for not liking him, but this guy would take a K2 meter, would stand in front. By the way, he gave tours, ghost tours, would stand right next to an electrical outlet and tell everybody there that it was a portal because of how high the EMF was. And I'm just like, I was in his tour, and I had my paranormal shirt on that said founder on it too. I raised my hand. I go, isn't that going off because you're right next to an electrical outlet?
Right.
He's like, well, no, that has nothing to do with it. I was like, actually, I'm an electrician on top of being a founder of a paranormal team. It has everything to do with it.
Yeah, because you're getting the electrical waves coming from that line.
Yeah.
Which can screw it up.
Yeah, no, that's a portal. And then he was telling us to take pictures of this tree in San Diego, which is surrounded by freaking beaches. Took a picture up in a tree and said, look at all the orbs. That's all the spirits that were hung in this tree. What were you smoking, and where can I get some? For the love of God.
If he was that bad, maybe you wouldn't want that shit he's smoking.
Well, that's true. That's some good peyote. That's some good peyote right there. But no, and by the way, him and that whole Zach thing, that they tie together, but we can talk about that later. I don't want to get too emotional, but Robin from Haffern Paranormal. What is up, my brother? How are you doing today? Long time no talk. In other words, a couple hours. Just chatting with Robin. Robin's actually over in the UK, and so is one of our other lovely and wonderful supporters, Liz. Hi, Liz. I miss you, Miss Liz. We got a lot of love and support from over across the way. They give us all some love. So, Brandon, how's it feel to be known internationally now? Oh, so before we go to our break, I want to ask you then. So, I know you said you've only done a couple of investigations, which is perfectly fine. What did he say? 2:30 here. I love the dedication, Robin. Love you, brother. So what has been some of your like more memorable ones? Like what's something that just really sticks out?
The one, besides our first, because our first was I'll tell you about it, and then I'll tell you about this other one. It's pretty short, but our first one was from the Magna Cemetery, and
Okay.
there really wasn't nothing going on, there for the first hour and a half, and then we were getting ready to leave, and we decided to take one more shot, from a different angle on just a bunch of graves. And well, he got the shots, and we caught something in it that it just looks like it's like just turned back looking at us, right? And that was one of the first pictures we ever put up on our Facebook page, and so we had a lot of. That's how we started getting a little noticed. I noticed that because some teams started pulling out their tech trying to debunk the picture, and none of them could. So that's one of the main ones that sticks out to me. But I mean, if you want to hear it, I'll tell you the one about Memory Grove. Memory Grove was crazy.
Go for it.
Okay, so we went up to Memory Grove I would say around 11:30, close to midnight. And we get up to the top, we start walking down, right? And you know how like when you start getting into a haunted place, it starts getting like stupid cold, right? Even in the middle of summer. This place was down to like in the 50s cold.
Okay.
And so we're getting down. We brought a Ouija board with us because we know how to do all that and everything. But we start getting down there. We start hearing these like really low growls. We're like, what the hell? Like, they have mountain lions in Salt Lake, so we were like wondering if it was mountain lions.
Here, kitty.
Yeah, and these growls started getting louder, but more deep and louder at the same time. And I was like, that ain't no mountain lion. And so we start shining our lights over because it's got like a little creek that goes all the way down the center of it. And so we start shining our lights over to there, and we start seeing like red eyes.
Been there, done that.
And stuff. Yeah. And so we start walking a little faster, down the hill, trying to get away from that. And we walk across the bridge over to a little bench because we've heard that's where we was told that, one of the places that's the most haunted is around that bench.
Okay.
So we sat down there and we pulled out the Ouija board. Maybe we can contact something, right? So we start doing that, and I'm sitting with my back right to the creek bank, and all of a sudden I hear a growl right behind me, and I was like, "Oh fuck," And I turn around and I just start smelling death, like that stench I was telling you about. It just like really strong, and I turn over there and I shine my light to the bank. And I on the side of the bank, I just seen like 5 claw marks straight down it, really deep, fresh claw marks.
No.
Yeah.
No.
We got up and got back on to the path, started walking down. Nothing more was really going on as we were going down, but coming back up, we start walking up, and I see something out of the corner of my eye on this hill where there's like a tree, an opening, and another tree, a set of trees. And I seen some. And we had a couple other people with me at the time, and I asked one of them to go up to the thing and see if they could see anything in the tree branch. They couldn't see nothing, but what it looked like a little like Indian kid, like how off the movies.
Yeah.
That's how I can explain it.
Yeah.
So I wanted to pull out the Ouija board right there at that spot. Maybe we can contact it or something. So we started using the Ouija board, and we're getting, some pretty good chatter on there. And all of a sudden, the Ouija board starts getting pulled up that hill from us. Yeah, seriously.
I think that's where we do the Phasmophobia thing with fuck that shit, I'm out.
We did. We left. Yeah, we left.
So I saw Raymond sneak in here. What's up, brother? Everyone tolerates Raymond. No, this is another guy, Brandon, who supports literally everybody and anybody. And if you ever decide to do a podcast, he'll probably be one of the first to be right there watching.
Awesome.
I did want to ask real quick, because you're talking about that cemetery, and I started to wonder about the Native American history in that region. Do you know much about it?
I don't. My buddy
Okay.
did all the investigation on the Magna Cemetery. I didn't do any of that.
Yeah, and I only ask that because I know there are a few, especially when you get out, out toward the west and southwest, there are a lot of native lore that talks about, um, negative entities, what they perceive as demons, skinwalkers,
Mhm.
and ghostly apparitions of children. That's another common one you hear about.
Yep.
So yeah, I was just wondering about that because that's interesting. You mentioned that you saw what looked like a Native American child.
And honestly, the scratches, the 5 scratches, that could have been a skinwalker.
Yeah.
Very, very possible. I know whenever I think you know about this, Aaron. Brandon, I don't know how much of my show you watched, and if you watched, any of my episodes, sorry, but I talked about me investigating a Native American reservation out in San Diego, and that was some of what they were discussing. Like there was a lot of demonics, and they were describing to be skinwalkers. And I know the one they were saying there's a demon that possesses young mothers that will actually tell the mothers to go drown their kids in this creek. And it's been a curse. And, they actually said that it's cursed their tribe, that they have to be careful until the age of 8 or 9 months, because the mothers
a very
will
small window.
Yeah, because the mothers after birth will tend to drown their kids in this creek, and it's always the same. And the moms have no idea; they don't know they're doing it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's stuff like that I don't know. It's very fascinating though. It's different type of haunting. It's not like what we do, out here in the east side,
Right.
as I like to say. But, it's not like that. It's a whole different culture. So. But all right, guys. Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to play. Hold on before we go. Got to say hello to Donna. Hi, Donna. How are you? And Liz is saying I don't use Ouija boards on her investigations. That could be, Dan. Very well could be. But for me, they're very clear that they said it was a demon. They've seen the mom. They had one account where mom was drowning her. Her baby in the creek, and when the tribe members heard the commotion, they stopped and they saw 2 people. One standing over the mom. And when they got down there, it was just the mom. This thing disappeared. So they said it's a demon. So I don't know. But anyway, folks, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. We're gonna be playing our usual commercial, and of course, we're going to be playing the P3 video. We have the new and updated one with our 2 brand new family members. See if you can spot them. But, but don't go anywhere. Excuse me. But when we come back, we're going to talk to Brandon about All Points Paranormal's future and what's in store for them and whatever else we figure out. I don't know, because this show isn't scripted, so I don't even know what's going to be talked about. So sit back, relax, enjoy the commercial, and see you in a little bit.
It's been coming up like sun above. It's making us come together. Been making plans and joining hands. Come by me, stand and come together. When they know we've had enough, they'll try and call our bluff. But no, there's no stopping us. We're making a promise. Yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. They say we're weak when we don't speak, but they don't see us come together. Behind closed doors, we choose love, not war. It's at our core when we come together. They will hear us loud and clear. We'll walk right through the fear. And then once we'll all appear and say, we're standing right here. Come on. Yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, yeah, we're starting up.
Welcome back, everybody. You know, I noticed something about the P3 video. Two things. Number one, I always sit here and just start bouncing. I don't know if you can see me backstage, Aaron, but I'm just like, yeah, getting it, feeling it. And the other thing is, I miss my green hair. I miss my green hair. So, guys, we are talking to All Points Paranormal tonight. We got Brandon here. But before we get back in with him, I want to give a couple of special shout outs. Like, you know me, I always love to give my shout outs. Honestly, and Aaron, I think you'll agree with it. They deserve it. They deserve every bit of it. First of all, I want to say thank you to, of course, StreamYard. For those who don't know, we have become an affiliate here at the Paracrew Podcast. We are now an affiliate of StreamYard, so thank you so much for trusting us and working with us and everything we've done. Your support has been phenomenal. And if anybody is looking at starting your own podcast, or maybe you're on your own right now and you're not happy with your streaming service, use the link down in the description for StreamYard. There's a link down there. There's a code down there. Get you a little bit of a discount. Start saving some money. And I'm telling you guys, it is worth it. I love StreamYard. It is simple. You can, Aaron will attest to this. I am not tech savvy. I can do it. You can do it. Trust me. The other people I want to shout out is, of course, Maglite, our sponsors. Guys, if you haven't joined the Maglite Nation, do it. You will not regret it. Brandon, you use Maglite. You use flashlights in the field, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not use a Maglite? It's American made. It's efficient. It's built perfectly, versatile, and it's affordable. What more do you want? They have merchandise. They have hats, sweatshirts, hoodies. They got a bunch of shit over there. Go over to maglite.com right now. Get your stuff. You will not regret it. Thank me later. Of course, I wanted to also thank our boy Brian John Laverty over there at Parapost and Parapost Network Central. I know, Aaron, you have Parapost. I have Parapost. Brandon, you ever heard of it? Ever heard of Parapost?
I haven't, no.
Oh, well, let me fix that right now. So Parapost is literally a paranormal Facebook. You can go to parapost.net. You can go to your Android or iPhone store and just look up Parapost and sign up. You can sign up for free. You can start networking immediately. You don't have to pay for anything. You can find new locations. You can find equipment. You can network with new people. find people in your area. You can even put out in locations. You can even help with that. It's just a great environment for either experienced investigators or brand new to the field. Everyone's there. Everyone's learning something. And then head on over to Facebook and go to Parapost Network Central. You'll find this show, my other show, Paraprod Podcast, and a couple other amazing podcasts there. I know Spectre Radio is there.
Yep, Vector
Right.
Radio is one of them.
Yep.
There's actually quite a few really good podcasts out there that cover the wide range of anything paranormal.
Again, guys, that's Parapost Network Central on Facebook. Go check it out. And while you're there doing that, you might as well open up another tab and go check out Paralinks, our brothers and sisters over at Paralinks. Again, amazing podcast. Petri Dish, Unholy Trinity, A Boo, Listen Queens, which are on right now. Don't you go anywhere. And you wait till after my show. But but go check them out. I know there's one called Bigfoot and the Bunny. They are hilarious. They're good people. But there's a whole bunch. There's a whole bunch of different ones over at Paralinks. They have Paralinks 1, 2, 3, and Pun Plus and Live. They have a whole bunch. So you have options. And speaking of options, guys, next year is going to be a really big year for us in the paranormal field because we have Global Ghost Hunt. Brandon, have you heard of that one yet?
I have not, no.
Grab your notebook because Global Ghost Hunt is going to be a worldwide event. I am actually a part of it. I am the consultant for the Global Ghost Hunt. Really? Really? Leave it to Raymond. But you go over, and actually Raymond's involved with it too. Raymond is in charge of locations. It is basically this huge event that will be 2 times next year, 2 10-day events, one in May, one in October. And it's there to highlight teams and locations from around the world. And it's a lot of people say, it's like another event. No, you will be given plenty of time to promote your team, to give yourselves not just 15 minutes, but Brian John Laverty, Mr. Parapost himself, is trying to get everyone to have 2 hours of live time for this event. That's a lot of time. A lot of people will be seeing your team, and more importantly, the location. If you have a location but no team, no problem. We can help you with that. If you have a team, no location, again, not a problem. Sign up today. Go to globalghosthunt.com. There's a lot of information there. You'll find everything you need to get started, including merchandise. You can get custom merchandise for your team for the Global Ghost Hunt. I'm not joking. Go check it out. And actually, Marcus Welly, Minnesota Spirit Hunters founder, he is in charge of that. He's in charge of merchandise. So you're definitely in good hands. The P3 program is very, very in depth into the Global Ghost Hunt, and we support it fully. And if you really want a really good event, head on over to Fear Fest New Orleans. I can't wait for that. Go down to Nolans and you can listen. Love you, Chrissy. And you can also fight the power. And you fight the power while you're down there. If you know, you know. But anyway, that's a whole nother tangent. But no, and Brandon, I know you've heard of Mardi Gras.
Yeah,
Imagine a paranormal Mardi Gras.
that'd be cool.
That's what's going on. Beer Fest 2023 in New Orleans, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's Howard Petrie.
They've got guest speakers, they've got performers, they've got vendors. I mean, this isn't just like some small gig inside of a convention hall.
No, this thing's going to be huge. And what's going to be really cool is our boy and our brother, Brian John Laverty, is working on getting Global Ghost Hunt to get down there to represent. So you'll have Global Ghost Hunt, Fear Fest, 2 amazing events in the same location. Forget it. It's going to be a blast, guys. And yours truly and the Wiccan Consultant will be down there. You heard me right. We're going to Fear Fest. It's 100%. We are going. And what's going to make it even better, and Brandon, this will show you how twisted my wife and I are.
Uh-huh.
Fear Fest is going to be our honeymoon. We are getting legally married October 17th of next year. And the 18th We're driving to New Orleans. 19 hours. My wife is stuck with me in a car. You know there's going to be some lives going on that whole time. See, I don't know about that one, Dan. We need, you know what, Dan? You, me, and Fedora and Al, and we need to get Leaflet involved. Need to do a campfire video together and just call it Good Old Boys. Good Old Boys and a campfire. But no, seriously, guys, there is a lot of amazing people to go check out. Go back, check them out. Seriously, if you don't know them, they're all right here. You can go check them out. Links are in the description as well. And yeah, there's just so many. Go check out all the links. And Brandon, I don't know if you saw, but your link for All Points Paranormal is also in the description. So guys, go check out All Points Paranormal. Seriously, they've got some really funny pictures on there, and you've got some really cool ones too. I'll be honest. I'll be really honest. They're really cool. So that's my spiel. Have a great night. No. So Brandon, back to you, asshole. I mean, no. See, that's right. Welcome to the community. So what do you guys have planned? What is next for All Points?
Well, I know I've already talked to my buddy about it, since, I'm pretty much, 1,500 miles away from where he's at now.
Mm-hmm.
And so he'll probably just do whenever he gets, to where he can get the time to be able to do it. He'll have the Utah branch, I would say.
Okay.
And I'll start, trying to recruit once I can get my finances in order and, everything like that. Then I can, try to recruit out here for, Ohio team or East Coast team or whatnot,
Well, I know Parapost and actually anywhere that you're seeing this show, Paralinks, P3 Family, Parapost Network Central, you can find some people. I know there's a lot of people who are interested in the paranormal in this area. So let's see. Still no sex toy. Well, Dan, that's what we got. That's what we got our listening queen for, Cressy. Listen. Yeah, I'm safe. I'm safe. The listening queens are on, so I'm safe right now. But let's see who else we got. Yeah, listening queen. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Let's see. Warmer weather. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we gotta wait. Gotta wait till the warmer weather. So okay. So what do you have? What do you have in store? Like what plans do you guys have for 2023? What do you have?
Well, once I can get, once I get my finances in order, I can start getting my, my equipment back and stuff like that we had down there.
Mm-hmm.
But I really do want to go check out the Mansfield prison.
Who did that? Somebody just did that recently. Was that Enlighten? I think Enlightened Souls.
Yeah.
Raymond,
I think
you
you're
pay
right.
attention. Raymond, you pay attention. But yeah, that's something that might be actually doable, Brandon. If you like, we can get you involved in our community. But that very well might be doable because
Awesome.
I know one of our family members just did that, and I want to say it was Mark and them over in Light and Souls. But yeah, so which brings me to my next question. It's one that somebody, I'm not gonna mention any names, but I'll give you a clue. Says is copywritten. I may or may not have borrowed it from Through the Lens. It's not in my notebook as I put my notebook away. So Brandon, I have a question for you. Shut up, Raymond. So my question is, if some random guy with barely any hair walks up to you and hands you a backpack, and immediately after this really, really good-looking guy with longer hair and a British accent comes up to you and
With hair, period.
And goes cheers and throws another bag at you. In the confusion, you don't look in the bags. You try to chase both of them down, but they just disappear into the darkness. You look in the bag, and the bags are full of money. They're full of money, just packed. Hundreds and hundreds of dollars and thousands of dollars. And included in all that is a plane ticket. It's basically a voucher, and you just fill in wherever you want to go. And then in the other bag, it's full of paranormal equipment. Just everything, SLS, lasers, thermometer, you name it. Anything your heart desires is in that bag. Where are you going? Write that one down, Lex.
That's a hard one to answer because I haven't really done much like looking around outside of the states because I've never had the money to be able to really think about going out of the states.
Right.
So I really don't know much of the places that are out there, but I know they're out there. And if I had the money and everything, I'd be able to look and find out. So honestly, I can't really say. The one place I do want to go check out though, that we actually did get invited to, but we didn't have the money to go down, is actually the Queen Mary. That would be awesome.
Actually, I've investigated the Queen Mary. I actually, when I first started in the paranormal field, and I agree with Dan, Dracula's castle or Vlad's castle would be really good. I got the opportunity to go investigate the Queen Mary. It was okay. It wasn't like, I mean, it's a good location. Don't get me wrong. But as far as activity, it was okay. It was pretty normal. Like, it wasn't anything that really stood out.
Right.
But that's kind of cool though. Like, I don't think I've ever heard that answer before though. What about you, Aaron? Have you ever heard that?
No, I just know that mine is probably the most unusual.
You can't stop there.
No, when Brian and Lex asked me that question when I was on Through the Lens, I told them I wanted to investigate the Antarctic because there's so much history down there and so much mystery.
Yes.
Right.
I know it's a very cold, frigid, and bitter place, but the men that died on the Endurance journey.
Oh, yep.
The legend of lost Nazi troop down there. There's a lot. So that would be my target destination.
Do you know who had a really good one? Our brother Jonathan Myers from Crossover Paranormal Society.
Mm-hmm.
He said the Bermuda Triangle.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
Both land and, well, he said mainly land, but you think about it, land and sea. That would be really intriguing to go down there because, I mean, you hear about all the pilots and any aircraft actually, or any craft having issues with their instruments. Could you imagine the EMF level down through there? Right. It's got to be off the freaking charts.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that'd be a good one too. And actually, I'm so jealous. One of my top favorites is Lep Castle. Our sister Jenny from over across the seas, she goes there almost, it seems like all the time. She knows the owner. And I'm just like,
I swear it's every month.
And if there was ever a reason for me to get my passport, that'd be it. That would be it right there. Hey, Matt, we're going to Lep Castle. Okay, let's go. It's like, go down and get my passport. So the other one, though, Brandon, I think you would really enjoy this. It's one called the Hellfire Club.
Okay.
Look this up. This is really cool. I'm not gonna.
So this isn't some kind of like Stranger Things.
No, it's not like you're going to like the corner of 13th and I'm gonna find you and go down to Wild Bill's basement and rub lotion on. No, it's not like that.
No. Stranger Things is a show on the 4th season. They actually had the Hellfire Club in it.
Is that what that shit's about?
Yes.
I see it all the time.
Yes.
I don't watch that stuff.
You would love Stranger Things, but no, the
I is Stranger Things.
The Hellfire Club in that show is actually, according to the idea of how the story worked, they named themselves after this particular paranormal location that Matt's talking about. I've read about this. I've done research. This place is no joke.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to go into full details. I'll let you have the joys of investigating and researching on your own. But imagine this: You've got a nice big hillside, absolutely freaking gorgeous. In over in Europe or the UK, to that kind of mindset, just put it that way. It's up on top of this hill. You have a beautiful church, old, classic, gorgeous church with a cemetery and the nice fence around it, the old metal fence. And you walk up to the front door and you realize underneath you is a catacomb of tunnels called the Hellfire Club. And this club was known for debauchery, for worshiping like negative and Satan stuff, and there was rituals and sacrifices and inexplicable amounts of debauchery in this location, and it is just a complex of tunnels.
Right. Well, don't forget, this Hellfire Club was made up of the elite.
Yes. I was leaving that part out, but yes. So imagine and nothing against them because my father's one, but imagine like a satanic version of the Freemasons, something like that. That was what this club was. The higher ups, like the creme de la creme, money people. Well, I got one of the Myers. Got Crossover Paranormal Society. Hey, Shasta. How you doing, girl? Miss you, Shasta. Much love to you. But yeah, so literally you have heaven and hell in one location. That's on top of my list. I'm sitting here drooling right now. I'm like, I want to go. It is a blast.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to do my research.
I mean, it may sound like Matt and I gave away a lot of, juicy detail, but trust me, when you start digging deep,
that's nothing.
Yeah.
And we're not even just talking about just the haunted reports. We're talking the history. I don't read books. I'm not a big book person. Like, okay, I love Harry Potter, right? I'm a Harry Potter freak. I love it. Screw the books. Give me it any day of the week. I'll watch a movie. I'll watch any Harry Potter. I'm cool. I like that. What was the one I'm just starting now? Yeah, Hunger Games. They have all the books on them. Give me the movies. I like the movies. Squeakers left us. Squeakers, get back here.
The books for Harry Potter were great.
Too long.
They were really good. There's a lot of stuff that they didn't put in the movies.
So that's what I like about the movies. It's just 3 hours. I know the gist of it. I like it. It's great. I love it. Shasta, do I need to make a trip down south? You see this shit? I have some stones from the floor of the actual. Movie guy too. That's why I like you. Oh, the phone died. Phone died on Squeakers. That's all right. But anyway, so that's just one of the locations that I think, Brandon, you would like. You would really like.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some investigating on it so I can see exactly what it's about.
You will not regret it. You definitely will not regret it. So that being said, Aaron, do you have any other questions?
Oh yeah. With all the equipment that you've used, which one is your most preferred piece of equipment to have with you?
Ooh, good one.
Preferred. Probably just I would have to say just my phone with like the night vision thing on it, because that's how we actually captured our first one off at the Magna Cemetery, was off of a cell phone.
Okay.
So,
That's cool. And you know what? I actually told people that you don't need all the high-end equipment to do what we do. You can just do the same thing with the phone. Like the phone has a majority of the equipment anyway. It's got a digital camera, digital recorder, digital video camera, flashlight if you really need it. But again, if you want a flashlight, why wouldn't you join the Maglite Nation? I am. I've used it since the military. So, but so Brandon, my last question for you, and I know I said this show it didn't make you think or anything like that, but this is the most important question of the night. I need your utmost honesty, and we will fact check this one. just to give you a heads up. And it's probably the most serious question I ask all night long. And just because I save it for the last, that's why it's so important. But that question is, pause for dramatic effect. No. Would you like to come back for a part 2?
Yeah, definitely.
I heard the
No.
I heard the sigh of relief.
Yeah.
I couldn't help that. It's just like I do that all the time. I always do that to my guests. I always make them nervous towards the last question. But Brandon, your reaction was probably my absolute favorite. I could just hear the right when before you answered.
The only question is which end did that come out of?
Oh, it wasn't the other end.
or here's another good one. Was it one of those shit? I'm not getting rid of him. Oh, or but no, Brandon, it was an absolute pleasure to have you on, brother. I'm so glad that we were able to get you on, and glad you got a chance to come up and promote yourself and promote what you're doing, because even though even though you guys aren't really doing too much, honestly, I like people like you coming on who have just revamping, because next show we can see your growth, we can see what you've done and celebrate that. So that's awesome, brother. Awesome. So I do have your link for Facebook here. Is there anywhere else anybody can find you guys?
Right now, no.
Okay.
But maybe in the future.
Definitely Parapost, though, right?
Yeah, I'll download.
No, in all seriousness, you won't regret it. You won't regret it. It's a lot of fun. So Raymond says, thanks for coming on. So Brandon, if you'd like, you can hang out backstage while we close out. We'll talk to you in just a minute.
Alrighty, appreciate it.
No problem. We'll see you in a minute.
All right.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah, it definitely was.
So we have another poor victim for Phasmophobia.
Another icon to add to the halls of Skidmark Row.
Oh, I can introduce him to my potato.
Yeah.
Again, guys, if you know, you know. But
Yep.
but Aaron,
I did
go
want
ahead.
to say this real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
A special shout out to Anna Brandemart. I want to congratulate her. She's been introduced in A View Beyond, so you want to read up on her, you can check that out. And also Mr. Brian James, for he is the investigator of the month for December in A View Beyond.
Holy shit, really? That is awesome. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations to our brother Brian James, and congratulations to our sister Anna. That is awesome. I'm proud of you guys. And Aaron, thank you for highlighting them.
No problem.
That is awesome. That is awesome, guys. So definitely go check out A View Beyond, avbmagazine.com. You can also find it on Facebook. You can find the links. Aaron has them all over the place. December is highlighting what? Krampus, right?
Yep.
Yep. And honestly, guys, it's a good read. It's a really good read. Again, like I said, I don't read, but he kind of got me with it being electronic. So electronic and free. So, but
Best of both worlds.
yeah. So, but definitely go check that out, guys. And congratulations again to Anna and Brian. Definitely well deserved. And again, I want to thank our sponsor, of course, Maglite. Again, guys, join the Maglite Nation and everybody who supports the Paracrew podcast. And I want to give a special shout out to all of you in the audience. If you've been sticking around since the beginning, you saw that the fan of the month is you guys. The month of December is a time of, not just being thankful, but being with family and celebrating everybody who has made an impact in your life. And honestly, you all have. So, you guys have been absolutely amazing to me this past year. You've been amazing to each other. You've been amazing to the community. The P3 has grown so much, and it's all because of you. It's because of you guys. So you guys are our fan of the month. So thank you so much We love you guys to death for it, and we are honored and proud to know each and every one of you guys, and proud to have you here. So congratulations and thank you. As far as what's coming up in January, well, don't worry, because as most of you have found out, I have ideas, and ideas are bad. They're bad, but they're good. They're good. So I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out, but don't go too far, because here in a few minutes, it's Howard time. We will be having, if you're on Parapost Network Central, or you're on Paralinks, you will be seeing Unholy Trinity. So put your kids to bed, because the Howard Stern of Paranormal, our brother Howard Petrie, Fight the Power, is if you know, you know, is going to be hosting Unholy Trinity. Yours truly will be popping in, and so will the Listen Queen herself, Chrissy. And you make sure you listen. And who knows? Maybe Scotty too, Hottie. Maybe Scotty will be there. I don't know. I hope so. I hope Scotty will be there. Much love. But I also want to, before we go, I do want to let everybody know that even, especially in the month of December, I know there's a lot of people who have birthdays. If you have a birthday in December, please comment here in chat. I missed a lot of you, and it is not intentional. A lot of you know I've gone through a lot of personal stuff this past couple weeks. I do apologize, and I do want to say, from me to you, happy birthday, happy belated birthday. Thank you for being you, and keep doing what you're doing. In all seriousness, I know I do videos for everybody for their birthday, and I try to get everybody, but I know I missed a lot, and I apologize for that, but it has not gone unnoticed. So, but that's all for the Para Crew for tonight. Aaron, are we doing a gaming video this weekend? I know we're going to be gaming. Probably. So come back.
I mean, yeah, we got to get people to watch. We need people to see why Kid Tart has earned his name.
Make him earn his skids. Make him earn his stripes, so to speak. But no, in all seriousness, guys, stay tuned. Keep your eyes open for P3 Paranormal Gaming. With all of us, we're going to be doing probably Phasmophobia. We're going to try to do some more games at some point. Yeah, I know, but still. But who knows? Maybe we can coax Brandon into joining us. We'll find out. But definitely, guys, check us out. Stay tuned and be on the lookout. And head on over to P3 Paranormal Gaming on Twitch. Show us some love and support over there. I'm going to get that figured out. I'm going to get Twitch figured out at some point. And then join in on Monday for the Paraprod podcast, 9 p.m. Eastern time. I have an idea of what I want to do, but we'll figure it out. We'll say we may have a very, very special co-host.
Okay.
Very special. And I'm not mentioning any names. They know who they are.
You never do.
I'm hey, you're lucky I know who it is this time. The problem is they don't know that they're going to be coming on. I'm doing it the other way. So, anything else you want to say, brother, before we wrap up?
No, I mean, other than with it being the holidays, everybody just take care of yourself, and as Matt said, be with family. There is the old saying, blood might make you related, but it's loyalty that makes you family. So be with the people who are loyal to you.
And I will give a little spoiler for everybody. On Christmas Day, I know some of you may not have family, and I know distance is hard for a lot of us. Myself and the Wiki consultant, she doesn't know this yet, but we are going to be hosting a Christmas special for the Paracrew podcast for all of our friends and family and the community. We will be going live. You're going to hang out with us while we, do our thing here. We're going to be celebrating Yule this year instead of Christmas. So you get to see a little behind the scenes around. And we'll have just some hangout time. We're going to hang out all together as one big family. So
I'm sorry for laughing, but I'm just picturing you telling Mackenzie at the last minute, and oh yeah, we're doing a Christmas special, and she's whooping your ass, not because she's against the idea, but you spring stuff on her a lot.
Yeah. No, it's gonna end up being, what are you doing? Nothing. Hi guys, what's up, everybody? Are you fucking live? No. That's what it's gonna be. So, all right, guys. So that's it for right now. So head on over to Paralinks and go check out Unholy Trinity. But put your kids to bed first, because I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So from all of us here, thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, because sharing is caring. Not for us, but for Brandon and All Points Paranormal. Let's get them out there and have some fun. So, all right, everybody. So I think there's only one thing left for me to say. Y'all have yourselves a great rest of your night. Have fun. Stay safe. And as always, guys, happy hauntings.